little skeptical, were we?
I was a little skeptical. Yeah,
Okay,
I was a little skeptical. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because you had said that, especially not really SmackDown, but Raw, because Raw was airing at 3 p.m. and because it's overseas and stuff, you were like, oh, they're probably not going to drive the storylines very much. But boy, oh boy, were we proven wrong,
right?
Especially on Raw, because the narrative is there, and that crowd is not only getting a live show, which they've never gotten in Belgium before for pertaining to Monday Night Raw, but they're actually getting like major story build while they're there, and actually getting more than just glorified house show matches to be entertained by.
Yeah, John Cena showing up and talking how he talked. That could easily, you could put that up there and say that was just as important what happened at the end of the Royal Rumble.
Oh, agreed.
That promo. Woo.
And also let us know in the comments what you thought your initial reaction was of the John Cena promo, Cody Rhodes rebuttaling. We will review that later in the episode. We want to know what all you all think, and make sure you give us a like and subscribe while you are there.
Crazy Monday Night Raw, baby. Started off with a wow.
Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. Mr. Franchise, and I'm shining now. Can't see me. My time is now. Yo, I'm going to show off. I'm about to blow off.
You got it more than I do.
I don't even know the words. I have no clue.
He's got some bars though.
In the comments.
I gotta pull up. I gotta go put the windows down, drive around town a little bit, and put on that John Cena album and let it bang, let it blast, so I can hurt some kids' feelings.
If you're gonna do that, you need to go around town with this promo on, driving around town, because man, he dropped some bars in this too. Like,
it was hot.
God,
I'm gonna have to take. It's hot. Make it hot up in here. Damn.
Man, oh man.
Woo.
Okay.
Crazy.
Oh wow.
Best in the world, baby. Yeah.
You've been carrying in your groceries at one trip at a time, because them arms are getting a little bit stacked over there, bro.
I know, right? Yeah.
Man.
Thank you.
Holy shit. Those are. Whew. Boy.
Gotta bring out the big guns, right? We getting there. We back in it, baby.
Man, do you got permits for those things or what? Man. So yeah, John Cena came out. Wow. Everybody online was saying, is he going to have new music? Is he going to have new merchandise? What is he going to look like coming out? What's, everything he's going to do? And he swerved everybody. He trolled everybody. He came out to the same music, came out the same gear on.
They sold the same gear online at the show just to make people look like idiots. Yeah.
Man.
And shout out, well, we'll get into it about the music, but so he had put out a tweet or whatever, because he's heavy on Twitter. He follows Ringside Renaissance. He follows Pretty Deadly. He follows Kombat Jones on the X, and he had put out a tweet saying, and he came out and said, when someone is properly grounded in life, they shouldn't have to look outside themselves for approval. And the crowd just didn't have it. But he spoke a lot of facts through this whole promo. So I feel you, John.
This was masterclass in how to build a monster heel and then to how to build a monster babyface. Because John Cena completely buried the crowd. They had the Let's Go Cena, Cena sucks chants, but he let out 20 years of frustration, which a lot of it might be legit. Like, a lot of it might be serious, like things he had thought about and just couldn't ever get out because he was the baby face. But the only thing I did not like about this whole segment with him and then eventually Cody Rhodes coming out was John Cena saying at the beginning, I'm not a baby face, I'm not a heel. I wish he would have left that line out.
Okay.
That's for a smart fan.
Broke the fourth wall a little bit with him, because it's not something that he does as much, But he followed it up with, you've been awful to me, but you're making this way too easy for me.
Yeah. I just didn't like the fact that wrestlers don't ever use those terms on air or in front of a crowd. So the fact that he did that was just a little whatever. But yeah, everything. You know, you guys took a meme of me for 20 years and just been using it over and over. You've been mean to me. You've been mean. And
nobody ever asked how I feel. You get nothing.
Oh, so good. And I really got to say at this point with that, man.
And everybody was online. You know, we had people in the chat live last time talking, or Kay, shout out to Kay. She was asking, she was like, I know he's got John Cena has a heel song on his album. That would be perfect if he came out to, you know, and a lot of people were talking about it online. You know, what's, like you said, what his gear is going to be like, what his music going to be like, if he's going to change or act any different. And like you said, it was a master class. It was perfect. Because if he would have did that, he would have changed, came out wearing something else, or he would have had different music. People would have probably cheered for it, and they would have been happy. So what did he do? The exact damn opposite, and nothing. Kept exactly the same. Like he said, y'all are stupid. I've been wearing this. I'm me. Y'all are imitating me, wearing my clothes. That's my music. That's my voice. Why should I change it for you? That went platinum. That went platinum off me.
Yeah. And it's a big testament to people that try to change up their look, change up their style, change up their format to try to get more viewers, to try to get more fans. Like, hell with that Ringside Renaissance, we stay true to who we are and what we've been since the beginning. And for all these people that always try to change up a little bit just to try to gather more attention, like, you're not real. You're fake, you know?
You're fake. Ringside Renaissance is for everybody.
That's right. And shout out to the big Nick D CM Unk on Twitter, because he posted a meme of the end of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory when Willy Wonka's like, "You get nothing" to Charlie, and put Cena's face on it. Very clever, very well done.
Okay,
and,
so that's what. Yeah. Man, Cena was on point though. Like you said, and like a lot of it could have been true in how he's felt. I'm sure he's tired of hearing the whole invisible thing and the you can't see me thing, you know. And who knows how much of this he saved or kept from back in the day when they contemplated if he should turn heel. Like he loved it. It
was pent up frustration, and like I said, the "you get nothing" thing just really resonated. Again, shout out. Big Nick D, and he's on the Wrestling for Life podcast, and shout out for that. Got to give him credit where credit's due, but like, it just was massive, and like
called out the people for being phony. You wear the words hustle, loyalty, and respect. I live them every day.
And just when we thought it was, because you had mentioned, are they even going to be face to face? It says they're in the same building,
right? Boy, he called out that kid too. You see that kid's face in there in the brand new John Cena gear. He spent $100 on everything, and then he broke up with the crowd. He said, "We're breaking up, whether you like it or not. I'm dumping your ass. I don't need you anymore. You don't matter to me." Shattered the hearts of all the kids.
That kid was looking at John Cena like, "I don't speak your language. What the hell are you saying?"
Yeah.
That's how that kid looked.
Google Translate.
But yeah, wow. And just like I said, just when you thought it was just like John Cena was just on his game, we got the music. Cody.
Yeah. Whoa!
Cody Rhodes came out to the ring, and like you said, like I had mentioned earlier, masterclass in how to build monster babyface, monster heel. Because after John Cena was in the ring for 15 minutes, just tearing this whole crowd down, here came their hero, their savior, Cody Rhodes, the guy, the champion, the top babyface, to come out and save this crowd from John Cena and what he was saying and what he was putting out there. And it was
and like you were saying, it was going back to what you said like a couple of weeks ago about this leading up to WrestleMania and it being a passing of the torch moment. You hit that nail right on the head. Right on the head.
That's right. And like, again, I don't think Cena
Perfect.
should win this match, because then it
No,
just shows
no.
all the little kids out there that taking the cheap way out and turning your back, you get ahead. And like, I don't think that's
Right.
Cena's message as a wrestler. I think that this has a lot deeper meaning than people are trying to really perceiving it as. But
Yeah.
the
And
sign
he tries
that,
to. Oh yeah. And the Cena tries to interrupt Cody, and he says, "Listen, kid." And Cody didn't even let it. Enough!
silence.
It's not kids. It's WWE's champion. I'll let you do it. You do it a list better, but
Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah. I got more of a natural one.
I do it
going,
normally better, but without trying.
I think mine's really bad.
Well,
you ever hear yourself on a voicemail and be like, Jesus, I sound like that? That's
yeah. I try not to listen. Back
every week on the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Cody's getting the monster pops, and then when he leaves the ring, this is where like it was like check in, mate. This was like the period at the end of the sentence. This was everything.
Who the hell are you?
Get it?
I already took everybody's and everything's best shot, and I retire it early. Go find John Cena, because this ain't the John Cena that I wanted. This John Cena sounds like a whiny little bitch.
Ugh. He probably had Brandy write that for him.
Yeah.
Like,
Brandy,
give me a fired up promo.
Yeah. He didn't need to say much, but what he said meant everything.
Meant everything. And this was it. When he left the ring and walked out, did they play his music? No. He walked out of the ring and walked to the back with the crowd just chanting his name. And that was Cody, his send-off. And they followed him all the way to the back with a Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. Yeah.
Bro.
And when he got like halfway down the entrance ramp, he just turned back around and just looked at John. And John's just like, expression, because when John first got out there, of course, we got this "Let's go Cena sucks" chants, or are you saying Cena sucks or CM Punk? No. And he shut that down, of course, with the, let me tell you why the people that are rooting for me are even worse than the people that hate me, which was, so great. But oh man, and his facial expressions, everything was just played off so well by Cody, by Cena. Now let me ask you one thing, because I seen some people kind of criticizing and talking about it online afterwards. I don't know if it was technically a criticism, but they were saying that they let John go out there and say all he had to say, and then have Cody come out at the end just to say a few words, so Cody didn't have to go back and forth with him, because they don't know if Cody can hang with John on the microphone. I don't believe into it. I thought it was a perfect interaction, how they let John have the floor, say what he needed to say, and then Cody just shut him up, shut him down, packaged it up with a nice bow, and called him a whiny bitch and sent him along his way to think about everything he'd done.
I'm going to say this as respectfully as I can. People that truly believe that are just online just to be a hater of a specific person, and they have no concept or idea or clue of ring psychology whatsoever. Bam. If you would have had Cody come out and do a back and forth with John Cena, there would have been a split crowd. And you needed John Cena to come out and lay this in and become the heel. He needed to be the heel here before Cody even stepped foot in the ring. You needed to establish who was where and why. And to have it, if they would have just came out and just had a battle back and forth on the mic, they wouldn't have accomplished what they accomplished by doing this. So
they laid the solid foundation that was laid to the nut shot on Cody earlier from the Royal Rumble. John Cena gave his explanation. Cody came out, did what it did. Now we can, going forward to WrestleMania, now we can have a back and forth between them and see where they stand. Yeah. Like, agreed. You needed to do this exactly how it was done. It couldn't have been done any better. Like, it was.
I was blown away with it. I like I said, those people that thought that it should have been a back and forth, I don't think that. And Cody coming out and shutting him down was like icing on the cake. Like, okay, you said your stuff. You've put me down. You've put this crowd down. I'm standing up for these people. You don't get to say anything else. It was the way it was done was perfect.
And Cody didn't overdo it either.
No.
He didn't sit there and talk for 15 minutes.
He got
straight to the point. Exactly.
Yeah, he didn't need to. He's already established as a massive, if not the top babyface in the company. His stance is already cemented. John Cena needed to come out and cement where he stood, and he did that with this promo. And that's what they were there to accomplish. They weren't there to accomplish who was going to be better on the microphone. Like, they were there to accomplish. They needed to make sure that people were going to be behind Cody at WrestleMania. That's what they needed to accomplish with this.
Yeah, and they both set the world on fire, set the internet, the IWC abuzz, and man, I'm so bought into WrestleMania with Cody and John Cena now. I can't wait to see them do their face to face. Not that I don't want it. I'm sure we're gonna get it now, but they laid a solid foundation, as good as it gets.
There's no doubt in my mind that's main event of night 2. That's got to be after
for sure.
After Raw yesterday, there's no doubt, and I don't think hopefully anybody's mind that's the main event.